हाँ रुक जा ऑफ कर दे डाल दे
I don't think this legend over here needs any introduction. Snoop Dogg, aka Snoop Lion. Welcome to India, Snoop. And I'd like to introduce Ted Chung, senior partner at Stampede Management, who's come along. And Snoop, I believe you've been touring elsewhere. And how's it been?
Traveling around the whole world. This year I wanted to come to countries that I've never been to before that, appreciate my music and love me for what I do. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to try to, start off the year by going to places that really had never seen Snoop Dogg before.
How does it feel being in India for the first time?
Oh, this is beautiful, man. I mean, it's all what I heard, everything I expected. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful scenery. The people are beautiful. I'm just happy to, be here and be accepted, and I just want to get on stage and do what I do.
Great. Great. You've got some projects coming up, and your album's been nominated for the Grammys. Congratulations for that. Can you talk a little bit about that and what some of the projects that you've got in the pipeline are coming up?
Well, the next project I'm working on is called Reincarnated. It's a 3-part series. It's a movie, a record, and a book. The movie and the record comes out in March. It's a documentary based on me going to Jamaica and finding Rastafari and doing a reggae record and documenting the whole process from start to finish. And it also has a book that comes along with it, which, shows the pictures and the whole rundown from start to finish from when I landed in Jamaica to when I left. Jah Rastafari.
Okay, we're ready to take some questions.
Thank you.
You can start with your questions, please.
First things first, congratulations on completing 20 years in the business, 1993 to 2013. You're a legend for shizzle, man, nizzle. Everyone knows that. Your top 5 dead or alive in history, and I'm talking about Run DMC, Curtis Blow, Kendrick Lamar. Name your top 5.
It's kind of hard because I really don't have a top 5 because I love music in general. But for you, I'll give you a top 5. It's not in no particular order, but it's 5. I say Slick Rick, Ice Cube, KRS-One, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg?
And Snoop Lion.
When Sean Paul was in India, like recently, 2 months back, I asked him, as Snoop Dogg is making some reggae music now, do you want to get together with Snoop and make some jams together? He said, you're a legend and he would love to do that. What do you got to say about that?
Sean Paul is a legend, I did a couple of tours with Sean Paul, and he's a close friend of mine, and I love what he does as far as making that music, the dance hall music, and I would love to make a record with him. He know that already, so it's official.
We want Snoop to tell us something about Tupac, Dre, the Dog Pound, Corrupt, Daz, the good old death row days. We all love that, and we still bump that over here.
Well, you know, those times I was a youngster. You know, I was in my early 20s and really was just a youngster living a wild, ruthless, and crazy life. And I had my homeboys with me that was doing the same thing. And we all just used to click together. We made music, we had fun, we traveled the world, and we just lived a young, wild, and free life.
Uh-huh. Have you tried some of that good sticky icky down in India?
Nah, why don't you tighten me up when I get up out this interview?
Holla at me, player. Holla at me for
Yes,
that.
sir.
Can we get a shout out for all your people, everyone who loves Snoop, for everyone supporting you from back in the day, going for your concerts in India, and you know, supporting that West Coast G-Funk and all that gangster rap in India?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely want to give a shout out to the people that's been down with Snoop Dogg, G-Funk, Death Row Records, The Chronic, the whole movement from day one. Because, you know, we never thought that our music could travel this far. We never thought that our music would be influential over here. That's probably why I'm here right now, because I felt like it was so much love over the years that the people over here have always given us, and we never give it back by coming over here, because they always try to scare us away in America. Y'all got to understand, in America, they try to scare us away from coming here. They try to tell us this, you know, it's bad things if we come here. So if we don't really have enough heart or enough business savvy to come out here and see with our own two eyes, we don't know that it's real love out here waiting on us. So, you know, I appreciate the people that love me, that supported me, that's been down with me from day one. That's why I'm here to give y'all a great concert day in and day out.
My last question before I pass on the mic to the lovely lady next to me. What do you think about Kendrick Lamar? You are a protege of Dr. Dre in 1993, right, from back in the day. Kendrick Lamar is the new guy Dr. Dre's promoted. His album is making noise all over the world. What's your opinion about the West Coast Kendrick Lamar now? And who would you want to pass on the torch to? Game, Kendrick Lamar, Glasses Malone, or who else?
Well, the first question, Kendrick Lamar, I think he's dope. I think he's the future. I've always loved his style, his swag, even before he got with Dr. Dre. And I felt like with him getting with Dr. Dre, it only polished him up and got him ready for what he's doing right now. But as far as me passing the torch, one thing about the torch, you can't pass it. They got to take it. Did nobody pass me this torch? I had to take it. So if they want it, they got to take it.
Dre passed the torch, you lit the chronic up, and the blunt is your ashtray right now?
And you do know that.
I know that. Thank you so much. Love.
Thank you, brother.
So last December, under the moniker of DJ Snoopadelic, you started working a little with EDM. Can you tell me about what prompted you to experiment with that genre, and is it a temporary thing, or do you want to stick to it for a long time?
Well, I've always loved, you know, DJing and playing good music, and it's just something about good music that attracts my ear. No matter what kind of music it is, if it's good and it makes me feel good, I enjoy playing it, I enjoy listening to it. And you know, when I DJ, I play a variety of music. I play whatever feels good to me and the people in the crowd. So, you know, it don't matter what the music title is, as long as it feels good, I'm gonna play it.
Right, and your latest release, Put Your Lighters Up. Okay, that's one thing I want to talk to you about. And you also have this hashtag on Twitter called Puff Puff Pass Tuesday. You're pretty open about this stuff. So do you think marijuana could be more than just a recreational drug?
Could we just request you to pass that question, please? We'll stick to the music, please. Thank you so much. Yeah, please, request. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay, last question to you. Could you tell me about Snoop Dogg, the Snoop Lion, there was DJ Snoopadelic. What's next?
Well, what's next is me having a great time on stage on the 11th in Pune, and then on the 13th going to Delhi. You understand me, and doing my thing, because I feel like I'm so overdue for the people over here. Like I say, the people have been supporting me since 1992, 93, and they never had a chance to see me perform unless it was somewhere else. So now I'm coming to their homeland, to the country where, you know, it's beautiful, and they really need to see me do what I do, and I really need to give them the love that they've been giving me.
Okay, first of all, it's a pleasure to see you've been listening to your stuff since Deep Cover. First question I'd like to ask is, what is your opinion on the younger MCs who are always accused of disrespecting the seniors in the game? And I'm talking about No Country for Old Men, for example. That's one question. Second question is, how would you like your music from the past? Murder Was the Case and all that, to be remembered, especially by your fans who've been listening to you from then to now.
First question, I believe we got an understanding on the West Coast now. There's no more New West, Old West. We all together. And it started with us being men and saying that we have no room for us to quarrel or have disputes because we're all trying to do the same thing, make money and make good music. So there's no misunderstanding on the West Coast now. Everybody loves each other, supports each other. As far as my music from back in the days, how do I want it to be remembered? I want it to be remembered for what it is. I can't change the past. I can only fix the future. And what I did in the past, I have no regrets. I'm serious about what I did. I felt good about it, everything.
Last question. With your interest now in Rastafarianism, are you more like just intrigued or are you a total devotee now?
No such thing as intrigue with me. Either I'm all in or I'm all out. And I'm all in.
Any more questions? Yeah.
Hi, hi, Snoop.
Thank you. Yeah.
From Dogbound to Aftermath, to like success all over the world, and now Rastafari, does this seem like a natural progression for you?
Most definitely. You know, when you making music in front of the people for a long time, it's like you expect it to do the same thing over and over and over again. But when you become a man, you expect it to change and to get wiser and to get stronger. And as I become a man, I get wiser and I get stronger and I understand what I'm here to do and what my music is supposed to do. And Rastafari and reggae music is going to help me, you know, profess and manifest the music that I need to be putting out.
So you've, what was your most memorable experience about being in Jamaica? The most memorable